Hi, my name is Corey Minter. I'm here with Darcel. We're with Trinity Employment Specialists. Trinity is a staffing firm that specializes in travel nursing all over the nation. Darcel's been doing it for over 15 years. She is our expert today, and today we're going to be talking about factors that influence travel nurse pay. So we just did a video just now, and this one's going to follow it up. It's going to be part 2 about different things that impact how much money you can make as a travel nurse. And just to kind of go over that just real quickly, I'm going to go to my notes so I don't forget it. You know, location is a big deal. Shift differentials, it's a big deal. Your cost of living, wherever you're going to, that differentiates how much the hospital is going to pay you. Your specialty that you have makes a big difference. If you are a specialist in labor and delivery, for example, or working with prenatal or something, you're going to make a lot more money. Right now, because of the COVID craziness that we're dealing with, respiratory therapists,
Yes.
there's a big, huge increase in the salary for them. All sorts of different things can impact it, and so the last thing that we left off with was your shift timing, whether it's night shifts, holiday pay, all of these different things. Now we're going to move into some different kinds of factors that can impact how much you can make as a travel nurse. The whole idea behind doing videos for this is to make sure that we educate the nurses, whether they're coming to work for Trinity or not.
Absolutely.
We would love for you to.
Yes.
Please come check us out. But we just want to help new nurses that have thought about jumping into
Yes.
travel nursing,
Educate
educate them and make sure that you know kind of what is truth and what is not. In fact, in this particular podcast, we're going to go through something that I always thought was a truth. Darcel's going to talk about how it wasn't. In fact, Trinity did not go into travel nursing for many years, like 7 years, because I thought that this bonus thing, we had to pay it, and there's no way that we could do it. So we're going to talk about that.
Right.
So the first thing of factors that impact travel nursing pay is rapid response assignments. Well, Darcel, why in the world would we have a travel nursing rapid response assignment right now?
Right now, it's because the COVID.
Puh.
Yeah.
I'm so
the COVID.
sick.
But
I'm so
again,
sick
I know, but
of hearing
about
COVID. I'm sure they are too.
Oh, absolutely.
But just let's go ahead and agree to talk about it for a little bit,
Right.
just to educate.
Exactly.
Let's keep it minimal.
Yes, I will.
Ugh.
Because a nurse can also get rapid response assignments without the COVID.
Okay.
So
let's spend more time talking
we'll
about
do
that.
We'll
but
do
first,
that.
go ahead and educate people on
Okay.
what we're using for.
Right now, some of the hospitals across the U.S. is offering a higher pay rate for different specialties, especially ICU nurses. Like you mentioned, RRTs, okay? They are essential to this time right now because everybody who has the COVID, they says it's respiratory.
Okay.
So that respiratory therapist is a high demand. So they can get the rapid response pay. But then you have your ICU nurses. That's another factor. But again, you could get rapid response even without that. Nurses go on strike. They have a low volume surge of flu or any accident or whatever happens in a state.
You know what? That is true.
Yeah.
You've got like big, pockets of the U.S. that have the flu.
Yeah. And
of course it's going to take over a floor.
Absolutely, yeah. So rapid response rates goes in effect. So or strike. If a nurse go on a strike, the strike pay is ridiculous. It's $125 an hour. It is
Really?
Crazy.
So, how often do people go on strike? Like,
So-
am I just the only one that's
So much.
not knowledgeable about
Yeah.
this?
Nurses go on strike all the time.
See, I don't think it's ever happened in Oklahoma.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
And this should be the state it should happen in.
What?
I hate to say that because they pay their nurses so low.
Here in Oklahoma?
I could attest to that. 2 of my daughters are nurses, and they left. They got their license here. They left here because not making enough money.
Did Mama Darcel tell him, hey, listen, you can make so much money?
I did. Go to Chicago. Go back home. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, because you can make more money in bigger cities.
Yeah.
But again, and people said the cost of living, they still pay up there. They paid here. It's a little bit different, but with a travel nurse, they could make more money. Rapid response and just regular. The hospitals do not pay, even in other states. Georgia, Florida, any southern states, it's across the board. They pay the same, just
Really?
about. Unless you're looking at rapid response rates,
Okay.
which is where a nurse can make a lot of money. You know, they could go on their regular job, say, go down to PRN, take some time off, let them know you're going to do a contract, and then come back.
Okay.
So-
Before I move on, are there any other like rapid response?
No, those are
rates?
the only reason rapid response rates take effect.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Okay. Well, you already mentioned one of them. The second one was strikes.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And so, like, tell me, how long does a strike usually last? Obviously you've staffed for this several times.
It could last up to 13 to 14 weeks.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so 3-4 months.
So when they go on a strike, are they going to be signing them for a 13-week assignment then, or are they going to do mainly per diem?
No, they do a contract with them.
Really?
Yes, they do a contract because they know. I mean, think about any time a company going to strike. You know, there's some time. They're not going on strike just to be for a week.
Right.
Because they're wanting something, so all the nurses walk out.
Well, and I'm sure that they go to the CEO and they're like, all right, how long are you gonna hold out?
And they hold out. They hold. I mean, these nurses make a lot of money on strike.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they start out with 2 months, and then it goes to 3 months, and they constantly extend them.
Okay. The last thing that we have here is bonuses. Now, the funny thing is that when we started looking into travel nursing, the number one thing that I started that I heard about, but now I'm learning it was just a rumor. They're like, man, to do this, you're going to have to come up to even get a nurse consider it. You're going to have to come up with paying like a $10,000 sign-on bonus. And I was looking at the numbers. You know how I do with these
Yes.
numbers. I
Oh,
study,
I
and I'm
know.
like,
Yes.
all right, can I make a profit on this? That's really what I'm looking at. And I'm like, there's no way that we're going to make a profit if we're paying that. And so when we brought Darcel in, I learned, listen, this is not an issue. When did this not become an issue? How did this become a thing? Because if you're a new nurse, you've probably heard the same things that I have, I'm guessing. How did this, tell me the story, the timeline here.
I think bonuses came into play when most agencies went from traditional staffing and wanted to go into travel nursing. So what they did, just like you, they took the bill rate and they start paying out of their own revenue.
Okay.
To get nurses, to build them a pool.
Okay.
But in essence, and just as quickly as they came, quickly they went out because the agencies realized they were going in the hole.
So this really was a true thing that happened.
It was.
How
It
long
was.
did it go on for? Because that's all I heard about when I was looking
Maybe
into it.
if a year.
Really?
But because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
No, and see, the nurses think, and I'm glad we don't talking about this right now because the nurses think, oh, you make so much money. But no, as an agency, we do not make so much money. A lot of times we go in the hole because we have to be competitive
Right.
with other agencies. So we construct your pay package to meet what we try to get you the most money that we can. You have to look at the factor that we have to do a lot. We have to do the drug screens. We pay so much out, compliance.
Well, trust me, I'm aware of that.
Exactly. I know, right? And so we still try to get them the most money. You
Right.
know?
Well, and almost every nurse, they're shopping pay packages.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm hearing her
That's
talk
the whole
about this
thing.
all the time. They're
Yes.
always shopping.
That's
pay
the big
packages.
thing.
Yeah.
So the bonus, and I'm gonna get back to the bonus. We could give a nurse a bonus, and the bonus play come in when you do an extension. We want to give you something to extend. That's
Okay.
a little extra, you know,
Right.
$100 to $200. And each time you extend, we give you a bonus.
Got it.
So that's when the bonuses come in.
That's how the bonuses work.
Yes.
Listen, we appreciate you joining us with this. If Trinity can help you in any way with travel nursing, with options, we have contracts in every city in the United States. We would love to speak with you and just show you what options we have for you, and you'd get to work with the great Darcel. Give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com.